to the North Carolina area. It's about a 3-hour drive. And I feel like we are flexible to have as many people as we want because, there are a ton of short-term rentals in those areas on wants to
Okay.
come, how long they want to come, if they want to come for some or all of it. There's plenty of options. We can be flexible. So if you are interested, just let me know.
And the Atlanta stuff before.
Oh, and Atlanta is really cool. I mean, we love to show people around Atlanta as well. We have so many awesome breweries. We have some good riding around here. There's a lot of nice gravel, so that's
Okay.
always on an option too. It is August. I'm not gonna lie about that, but
So what Chanel is saying is that there is a little more than there, so we can accommodate as many people as we want, and there's a straight flight to Atlanta that folks can take. Um, anyway, put that on your radar, and let Chanel know or let me know if you want to get connected with Chanel and do this birthday blast riding in Pisgah, which I've heard of but never been. Sounds awesome. Okay, next up, hey, Twaco's in the house. Tim Qatar is in the house. Hang on, let me do some business. Sir, what are you purchasing? Okay, they're $50 each. Let me know how you want to pay. There's beer in the cooler. Okay. Uh next up is the Doggone Good Teriyaki Invitational Bike Ride. So if you guys don't know him, Chris Parmley is a core member of our family. He has a family home in Sun Valley, Idaho, and he has decided to open the doors of that home to us for 4-ish days of riding. These are the dates that we proposed up there. So a couple weeks after.
So I went to Sun Valley 2021. Nobody's been there. It's at elevation, 6,000 plus feet, but the riding is spectacular. Uh, Chris Chris knows that place better than anyone. He suggested a few routes that destroyed me and loved it at the same time. Highly recommend it.
Speak.
I did.
Get into this face. Speak. Speak.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, yeah, there's also Galena Lodge, like a half hour north in between the two.
Yes.
It's it's a it's before you get up there. Yeah, it's another good spot. It's a little more like chill cross country ish, but it's super like rad spot just to like yeah, ride from.
Did you find that one marked Tim Kajara? That's the one I saved for you, right?
I thought you marked it crash.
Yeah, about time. All right. Hey, any questions about this one from the crowd on Zoom? Okay, expect this to be a cheap trip. Really, really cool. I looked at flights. Flights to Boise from here are not expensive on the on Alaska Airlines actually. So $500 round trip. Um, 2 stops. I think you go here to Seattle and then Seattle to Boise. So yeah, pretty slick. Where's that? Yeah. So all right, we can't ride at all, Joe, but yeah.
4 days.
All right, yeah, four-ish days riding.
I
All
can
right,
tell
guys.
from Salt Lake.
Who's that? Say again.
I can shuttle from Salt Lake.
Who's that? Who said that? I can't see it.
Ben, this guy.
Oh, Ben. Ben Baca. Got it. Ben Baca. He's in. You're still in Denver though, right, Ben?
No, I'm in Jackson Hole.
Oh, you're in Jackson Hole. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. All right. Well, let me know when you want to host a bunch of idiots. Anyway. All right. So that's the Doggone Good Teriyaki Invitational. Let me know if you want to be a part of that crew. I am going. I am the cat herder on that one. And it's me, it's Parm, and I think Joe wants to go, Carl wants to go. So it's gonna be the old school. I think Lou is making face at me. So now Now Colin's gonna be in Japan, so we don't know what's going. All right, hey, this one's filling up quick, folks. Okay, the week after that, that's not Maya, but it looks like Maya. Maya probably knows that person. Maya, do you know that person? I can't hear.
I do not.
She does not.
Thank you.
However, she probably appreciates her support of the brand. Okay, so the Ring of Fire 50 this was what I had planned as a fall race before Parm had come out and said, hey, come out to Sun Valley. I didn't want to take it off of here, but I don't think I can do both, right? So this is kind of an open thing. It's on your way back, or it's obviously I priced it out. It wasn't a crazy expensive thing. I wanted to design something that would look a little bit like the Whiskey 50 and give us something to train for and be in shape for, and go back and do something like that in the fall, right? And Bend is a cool place to go. So I priced out an itinerary and, wanted to propose that. You can do, I mean, no, this is actually an Airbnb that I use to price that lodging number, right? And it has a hot tub because Lou wants a hot tub in every Airbnb he goes to. So that's Chanel. I don't know if you heard that, but Carl in his old man. Should I say this? Never mind. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Like dozens of people are on the line. And probably the FBI and the CCP. Yeah. All right.
I
Fine.
can screen share that video of you, John, from 2021 if you want it.
Yeah, that I haven't enabled screen sharing, thankfully, so you can't actually. So, all right. I'm right here, man. I'm right here. Okay. All right, guys. So that's the Ring of Fire 50. It looks like a tough race. We had a really good time at the Whiskey, right? It was a right kind of out of bounds trip. Like you roll in, you ride some practice trails, you do a tough race, and then you're partying the whole time. What's up? Yeah. So Joe points out that one thing you got to worry about in Oregon is it's occasionally on fire, and or covered with riots. Yeah, thanks, Obama. Yeah, in the protests. Yeah. Okay. So that's the Ring of Fire 50. If you want to go to that, let me know. I think we're looking for a cat herder for that event. Okay. Next up. Okay, Chanel and Cody and some of their ACR crew are going to this thing called Grinduro in Japan. Let's watch the video. Huh? Oh yeah. Oh wait. Bring up the. Here's the people on the thing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I recognize. Well, there's a sliver of a head. I don't know.
Look at Bischoff.
What the heck, Bischoff? It's good to see you.
All right.
He's gonna grind.
All right, go sit down. You guys are idiots.
He's hiding. He's like, oh shit, they saw me. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna share a tab, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna share, and we're gonna play. Hang on. All right. Cool video.
You guys have a good one. No, that's like they're just getting Oh yeah.
All right, let me shut this off and go back to the cool. All right, guys. So that was the Grinduro in Japan. Now this is something that Chanel is taking folks on in Japan. Hopefully this is working. Okay, cool.
Translators sitting there.
Okay, so all right, shut up for a second, you idiots. All right, do you guys have all right, any questions about Grinduro Japan or any add-ons that you want to mention, Chanel?
So first of all, I would say that this is definitely Jerry's trip. Jerry came up with the idea. He put
Okay, this
pretty
is
much the whole
Jerry's trip.
itinerary together. And Jerry wants me to share with you that I think the mode for this trip is to go back to Japan, see some things that he really didn't get a chance to explore before, but also to ride fast and to ride light and to ride self-sufficient. So I think that there is really an aspect of less kind of we're not cat herding on this trip. We are doing this trip as friends. It's right now it's about 5 of us. So the philosophy I think will be a little bit different than other ones. So Jerry wants me to make that really clear. I want that to be clear for anybody else who wants to join. But generally, we're just looking forward to like checking out Japan and doing Grinduro, which seems like a really cool race, and bike packing pretty much the whole trip, and then getting some tips from all of our friends who are familiar with Japan, like Bishop and Colin and Jerry and all of the other people in our community who have been out there.
Jerry, did you want to add to that?
Yeah. Actually, first, is my mic working? Yes, my mic
Yes,
is
quite
working, it
well.
looks like.
Thank you.
Yeah, so as Chanel said, this is actually a trip me and my buddy Dennis, who's my roommate here, have thought about doing for a few years when we heard about Grinduro there. I've only ever been to Japan once for like 2 weeks, but Dennis has been for like maybe like a month and a half of his life or so. So he really enjoyed it out there, and the idea is I would love for any and everyone to come do Grinduro with us, and even like meet us along the way, or do kind of whatever you want to do. As far as some of us Atlanta folks, we kind of have a bit of an interesting credit card bike packing route that's going on here, where the first part, or rather the first week of our 2 week trip, it's kind of chill, and we're just gonna like start, at the airport and then head to Tokyo for the night, and then kind of go down through Yokohama to Kamakura, then go from Kamakura to Hakone, and then out towards Fuji, and just hanging out and enjoying the sights, enjoying food, local culture, and things like that. Just trying to have a good time, rolling through places, seeing pretty things, and enjoying also riding in a place where the it's not quite as aggressive from what I experienced as the U.S. is. After that, we're going to do the Grinduro race, like we already mentioned. That race sounds pretty cool. It's going to be up in kind of what's I guess considered the Japanese Alps, actually in this area in particular. It's kind of like a snow sports town in the winter. I think it'll probably be around 60 or 70 miles, probably 6 to 7,000 foot. But the idea being that like the racing part is really just like in 4 small stages, each stage maybe being 2 to 3 miles, if that. So it's kind of like you get to race really hard for a short period of time, and then come back together if your whole group in the race and hang out while you get to the next stage. Then after that, the idea is to take a train down to Matsumoto and take a few days kind of like bike packing and staying in hostels and stuff in the Alps, which will be pretty cool. And we haven't figured out kind of after that point yet. There's not a whole lot of time after that point, but we'll kind of figure that out. I know that this is like a little bit particular. If someone really has interest and would like to kind of like go alongside our itinerary, like we could talk about it and figure out how many people that is. The hard part is that some of the places we plan to stop in are a little small, and it might be hard to find accommodations. But I'm all for trying to figure it out. It's just I think hard to try to put like even 10 people probably along the whole routing. But Yeah.
Okay.
If we have questions, run it through Chanel, Cody, myself, and we'll kind of figure everything out.
Awesome. Perfect. That's exactly what I want for this thing. And you see Mike there in chat. He lives in Japan, so
Nice.
he may be able to join you for part of that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Cool. So thank you very much for running through that, and we'll send folks your way if there's folks that are curious about it. And again, I'm recording this whole thing, and so that these yahoos can watch this later on YouTube, and anybody else there, we're getting my audio and you guys' audio, so this should be relatively legible mentally for folks. Okay, let's go. Let's fast forward to next year in February. Obviously, we're going to go back to 24 hours in the old Pueblo. The dates for next year are the 14th to the 19th of February. What you see up there in terms of pricing, that's obviously for people flying from Hawaii. Um, that's based on what folks spent last year. So we've done this, next year will be the fourth year. We've gone to Pueblo, and, we've been able to do it for less than $1,500 per person, pretty much every time. It's pretty slick. So it's a huge party. It's a great time. I would prefer if, you know, groups groups of people that have gone before kind of form their teams and manage their own logistics, and then we all just kind of meet up there rather than everybody being reliant on me to deconflict all their travel plans. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have a big group going from Hawaii and a big group coming from other parts unknown, and we'll all meet up in the desert and have a great time racing bikes out there. Okay. So that's the Pueblo. Obviously, that's kind of the biggest race we do every year, and that's where a lot of us have actually met each other or, done our first sustained kind of racing together, and we're going to continue to do that on an annual basis. Okay, next up. So this is, all right, guys, listen up. Well, I'm the one talking, Joe. What? But they're not singing. Like 10 minutes about what we talked about. That was me. Oh, that was Jerry. Jerry was the race car driver. All right, Jerry. You can review all of that later on the YouTube because I'm recording this and it'll be on the YouTube. What the fuck are we doing here now? Starling. Thank you for not being there 20 years now. All right, so Volcanic Epic, this is something that's on my bucket list. So this is a multi-day stage race in Rotorua, New Zealand. Fuck up.
Lou's birthday celebration.
It could be Lou's birthday celebration.
68, by the way.
And it's something that Robert has done it, and Robert's buddy, if you guys remember, he's on the call right now. Simon Yates. Yeah, he's in. You're not that Simon Yates, but this Simon Yates, the cool one. Anyway, he's on the call right now, and he's listening. He may have words to say. I'll pop up that video. But hey, Simon, any thoughts for the group on the Volcanic Epic? Have you done it before?
Yeah, look, yeah, I was entered in to do it this year, but I got a ski accident, so I got knocked out of it. It's a fairly serious event, like some of your other events. You're talking about Grinduro as being kind of like party and race. This is a bit more race and race. It's not like a world rated stage race, but you'll find that everyone, half of the people are trained big time for it, and then there'll be some weekend warriors turning out. So it's the total thing is 5 days. There are, I think, a 2 day entry as well, and there's pretty good trails. It's pretty interesting volcanic area. So that I mean, Rotorua City has got hot springs and thermal vents and all over the city, and you'll go through some unique areas. Rotorua is a big Maori culture city as well, so it's quite unique in that respect. What else? Rotorua hosted the single speed world champs several times, which is, they get 1,000 people from all over turning up for that. So it's,
I believe one of
yeah,
them
yeah,
was Robert Mint a couple of years ago too.
yeah. Robert and I have done the single speeds there, which has been awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a little background. If you got any questions, I mean, I'm fairly keen to enter it again next year, and I can help you out with some logistics and
Great.
all that sort of thing.
So obviously for us, this is a higher cost. Just so you're aware, like Auckland is a 9-hour flight from here, so it's not crazy, right? It's like flying to Chicago. So not so bad for us in Hawaii, a lot worse for the folks on the mainland. But it's on my bucket list. It's definitely something that I want to do. I want to train for. So if you're into it, let me know. Obviously, we'll work with Simon. I think Robert said he was down to go back. Twaco's giving me the waffle hand. Okay. All right. Yeah. So folks are super interested in that one, and dude, I will work my ass off to figure out as many. If we want to accommodate a big group, let's work on it. Let's try and figure it out, because this is one of those cool things that you may never have an opportunity to do. So, okay, Carl asked, is it a team or a one-person thing? I believe there is a solos option. There's like a two-man team. And Simon, is there a multi-person team, more than two?
I don't think so. It's either solo or pairs, but I think you'll have to look up the website to just confirm that,
Either solos or pairs, and it's actually there's a video on it. Now I'd like to I'll pull up that video and we can watch it together, because it's cool. Let me pull that up and hit share.
I just posted the entry info.
Thank you. All right, let's watch this sucker.
So much fun. Go hard in the morning and relax in the afternoon, so it's great.
Fun, flowing, fast. Didn't hit a tree.
First time riding teams, first time doing a stage race, and we freaking love it.
We've done the 3 stages now, and been loving it. It's hard work, but you seem to get up and be able to do it again the next day. So.
cool days. Really enjoyed riding in Rotorua, Kinloch and Tokoroa. It was a good mix of trails and awesome to see some different locations and riding together. We just had a ball.
All right. Very cool.
Oh, look, just a couple of other things. Obviously, the seasons are reversed. So the season is kind of early autumn, but it's pretty mild, warm temperatures and should be good settled weather and that sort of thing, you know?
Simon's saying the weather's like perfect at that time of year. Sorry.
Yeah, basically.
I am interested in this event.
Question from hang on. What's wrong with my mic? Test.
Are you experiencing technical difficulties?
Sounds like someone's hungry.
Simon, are you about to be eaten by some kind of exotic animal?
Yeah, I got a puppy. Puppy difficulties. Sorry, is there any question? Have I missed something?
Lou asked about altitude, Simon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not high. It's going to be a few hundred meters off sea level, so 1,000 odd meters or something. 1,000 feet. Yeah, something like that.
And this is 2024 we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not this upcoming fall.
Yeah, the event.
Their fall. Yeah.
Oh, April 24. Okay.
Yeah, the inaugural event happened a couple of months ago. That was the first time of this actual stage race. But I mean, it's been a world centre for. They run what's it called, Crankworks there in Rotorua. So there's been a lot of international events and stuff.
That seems really awesome. I would love to get down there.
All right. My microphone seemed to stop working, so now I'm using the laptop microphone. Is that working? Can you hear me?
We got you. I hear you.
I just hear this like growl in the background.
It does sound like there's a bear.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's hilarious.
Bloody drop bears.
Oh yes.
Hey, Stigaman.
What's up, buddy?
Okay. Hey, sorry. I'll move inside.
Yeah, I just got done running. What is up, gents and ladies?
All right. Let me throw the slides back on the. Wait, no, that's not the one I want to share. Are you guys seeing the slides?
Yup.
Oh no, you're seeing the preview. Hang on.
Oh, wait, I saw the slides for a second there.
Yeah, it was sharing the wrong thing. This one. All right, that should be the whole screen. Okay, so hey, Dull Roar, if you would, guys.
Let us see this.
Show us the dog, Simon.
Oh, she's going nuts.
Oh, it's a big puppy.
Having a moment there, huh?
Oh, look, she's 5 months old, so you know.
Okay, you guys seeing the whiskey off-road slide right now?
Still volcanic epic for me right here.
Oh crap.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang on. Okay, you should see whiskey now, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, so guys, me and Lou and Twaco and Joel Gaffney and Parm went to do the whiskey off-road in Prescott, Arizona. It's about 90 minutes-ish, maybe 2 hours north of, thanks, Twaco, Phoenix. So flying into Phoenix is the easiest way to get up there, and we had a great time. It's a tough race. We did the 50-mile version. It is legit because you're at like you start at 5,000 feet, you go up to damn near 8,000, I think.
You're playing in between 5 and 7.
5 and 7. Is that what? Oh yeah, 5 and 7. I felt like 8 on that fire road. Well, it's a tough race though. Good technical single track, and we also did a few days riding around it. So we had a great house, great people, and a great time. So we'd be happy to go back, and just need to know, who wants to go. Obviously, this is only a few weeks after the New Zealand thing, which for those of us that work for a living, tough to do like back-to-back stuff like that. But that's it's on the menu, right? Okay. Yeah, kind of a either or. Yeah. Okay, and then next summer, another thing that's on my bucket list is the BC bike race. So for a couple of years it was back in like Whistler area, and now it's moved back out to Vancouver Island, which is just legendary. And I was thinking of spreading them out and maybe doing this the next year or something like that. But this is maybe I don't know if it's the best, but it's like the most well-known multi-day stage race for like epic single track. They move you from camp to camp. The thing with this one is it's expensive, right? So, if you do it the way they designed to do it, yeah, you don't have to pay for the camping from place to place, but you have to stay somewhere. Yeah. Right. For a cost though, it's expensive. Yeah. I mean, so those tents you see like that's in it. And then you have to pay for their food for like $600. So, all right. So Carl says go the Maserati version and get everything paid for. But that's another thing that's on the list. And again, we're thinking about doing that next summer. I don't know that I would do that, but maybe if the guys that go to New Zealand, would swap it out, and other folks would go and do the other one. But that's it for the slides that I got. So those were the things that were on the calendar. So if you go back to our so Ben mentioned the Breck Epic. Obviously Maya and Tyler just did this Transylvania Epic. And they made it sound like it was a badass race. And there's all kinds of other stuff that's out there. So I don't want to pretend like this is the only options on the menu. These are just some stuff that I threw up there thinking, hey, these are things that we might hit. But happy to take your recommendations. Obviously, you see the formatting of kind of how I presented stuff. I'm in the middle of redesigning the Outtabounds website, and the new version will have a section called Family Trips, and it's going to be all of this information essentially in like a blog post format where we go down over time and where we can kind of coordinate this kind of stuff. So
let's go to Vancouver, Gerald.
Okay, so I am definitely going to make a Herdable Cats World Tour t-shirt. Ooh. And it's gonna show all the things we do in 2023. And then we'll do another one for 2024, right?
Can it say herdable cats in Metallica font?
Can I have that clip art cat? Because it's hilarious.
Please. I don't know.
I love it.
Dude, just Google cat on mountain bike.
Dude, I think it's great. I'll also, if you need help with other stuff, I'll help. But that's fantastic. I would wear that shirt.
Yeah, like a world tour, like a Metallica
I think it's great.
Concert tour.
Also, another one is Sea Otter that seems kind of interesting, but I don't know how cool it is. But it's got like downhill and XC and gravel and road.
Cody mentioned Sea Otter. Yep. Yeah, that ought to be on the list. And then, at some point we'll have our own 24-hour race back here in Hawaii. And you all actually are mandated to attend.
Oh, I'm down. I'll take that.
Because guaranteed it's going to be Outtabounds running that show. So, okay. Any questions from the crowd here at Mike's?
What's everyone's favorite beer?
Yeah.
Cold and wet.
Yeah, the best answer was yes. Any questions from the Zoom crowd? And thank you for showing up. And I will post this recording to the YouTubes.
No, there's also a Pisgah multi-day stage race too for anybody that likes the Southeast. So
nice.
That's another good one in our area.
Cody mentioned a Pisgah stage race as well. And there's other places we've never even stepped foot in. What is the place in Missouri or Arkansas?
Bentonville. Yeah, that's supposed to be awesome.
Says that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that Breck Epic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe us Hawaii guys don't go to the altitude places. or maybe we do. All right, guys. Well, sounds like we're becoming unherdable cats here on this end of the internet. So I'm gonna shut her down.
It's really kind of like you never win, but you might get close.
That's right.
Thanks, John.
Thanks
for
guys.
coming together.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
Good seeing
everybody
y'all.
for attending, and let me know. You've got the email. You've got the chat. Let's stay in contact. Let's talk about the next trips. Obviously, Chanel's birthday is right around the corner, along with anybody who wants to come back to Oahu and do some races this summer. We're here to host you.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
I'll take care.
Thanks, guys. See you again soon.
See y'all.
Take care.
Bye.